accessibility or technical
Yeah.
difficulties. But I forgot what we were talking about just now. So, mm, so what are the struggles you feel like for upcoming artists right now in South Carolina? Like,
Um, I would say I feel like some people only like to support what's hot or what what's the wave or what's the trend for the most part. I feel like that's what one of our biggest issues is. Definitely supporting each other. Uh, I mean, I do see some people putting more effort into that, myself included. However, and it's real easy for you to be like, well, shit, they ain't supporting me. I ain't gonna support them. But you can't be like that. You got to support regardless and be genuine with it. So I just feel like that's something that everybody has to understand and, extend, out to everybody else.
right. I feel like it's a lot of talent in South Carolina. It's just being overlooked. We don't have the right. I don't think the labels coming out here like they're supposed to.
Um, I don't know. I mean, I heard it do, some pop ups, but I don't know.
No man,
Like I
yes.
said, you gotta support each other, put, your people in front of the right audiences too. And I feel like,
Right. Definitely gotta do that though. I feel like the people who is on, I don't even think their music all that good. I feel like underground people music better than them, in my
mm,
humble opinion. But I guess because they got a clout, they got a wave, or some popularity. People think they hot shit, but
right.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Uh, do you remember your first show? Where was that?
My first show, my very, very first show,
Yeah.
was I think it was off Fairfield Road or something like that. I don't know. All I know is this is before Breeze, but I had went to this spot to perform like these 3 songs that I had just did. This is when I'm first now doing music. And tell me why me and my friend we pull up. Me and my friend, the guy I'm talking to at the time, and his friend, we pull up, and for one, ain't nobody there. So we like, it's like maybe a couple cars, and we're like, okay, so like, what's going on? Like, what are y'all doing? So we see that they're setting up, and these are supposed to be the artists and stuff. They're setting up like the I guess whatever is going on. I don't know. So we're waiting there for hours, and come to find out the reason why everybody's sitting outside, the few people who did show up, is because they got locked out the building. They don't have the key.
Mm.
So we were out there for hours, and this is in the heat. This is like summertime. You know how hot it get out here. It was hot, and we in like this little ran down little building. We had this ran down little building with like this field. So there's no shade or nothing that we can't get inside the building. And of course, the car air conditioning ain't work.
Mm.
So long story short, that was supposed to be my first show, but we wound up leaving because that was a mess. But
That's another thing. People who live in South Carolina, y'all gotta get y'all AC fixed, bro. You can't be riding around with no goddamn windows down
I
the
mean, I
street.
don't have that problem no more, and it wasn't my car. But I mean, I've definitely had moments where we had AC. No AC in the car, no AC in the house.
Goddamn, bro. Oh shit, you ain't got no AC in South Carolina. Your ass gonna fucking die. Fucking dying and shit. Yeah, fuck that shit. Yeah, that thing fucked up right there. Yeah, it sound like you got like janky promoters and that shit.
Yeah, it's a few of them around here.
Do you get paid for shows?
Do I get paid for? No, I do not. So anything I do right now is not really paid. As for shows wise, features I do get paid for those.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. It's always a grind starting out though. You ain't getting paid and shit, so it's kind of like,
Yeah.
You ever thought about like quitting your job full time and doing music, or just taking that leap, or you kind of just like, I'm gonna play it safe and see how this shit goes Some artists quit their jobs and just, fuck it, they gonna do music.
I don't plan on quitting my job entirely. Probably definitely dropping down to something that's a little more part-time so that I have more time to do stuff for music. But making sure that I'm financially stable while still pursuing my passion. That's important because I mean, what good is it if you pursuing your passion but you dead broke every day? I'm not trying to live no life like that. I mean, granted, people do, but that's just...
You ain't trying to take those sacrifices like that, sleeping in the car and doing all that type of shit.
Right. I mean, not all the way to that extent. Not for music. Of course, yes, I'll do what I need to do for music, but I know that it's gonna take. If anything, I have to invest money into the music anyway, regardless. So I need to get some type of money from somewhere.
How much money do you think you invested so far?
Few hundred, definitely. Few $100s.
Couple more before I let you go. How has motherhood changed you?
Motherhood?
Yeah. Are you a mother?
I ain't got no kids.
Oh, I thought you said you had kids back there.
Oh, no, that was a cat. I have a cat.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I got a cat and some dogs, but that's it. They outside.
Fast. Damn, I thought you had a kid earlier.
No, no kid.
Being an artist, okay. Being a female artist, do you feel like it's kind of like too many female artists right now? Like, because before it was only like a handful, but now it's like a whole bunch of this shit. Like, do you feel like they kind of talking about the same thing? Or, it ain't no diverse. It really ain't no different message. They talking about the same thing, lashes, pussy, all that bullshit.
Nah, I don't feel like it's too many female artists. If anything, I feel like it's not enough. I feel like we need more. And we need to bring definitely a wider representation of that needs to be brought into the spotlight, because more female artists like me definitely exist. They're just not getting the spotlight, just like I'm not in the spotlight as of just yet. So I definitely feel like we do need a wider variety. However, no, not at all. I don't feel like it's too many female artists. I mean, do you feel like it's too many male artists?
Nah, I ain't no female
artist. Good. All right, so I think we could.
I don't know though. I don't really listen to female artists like that. I don't know. I just can't ride around bumping shit unless they Lil' Kim or Lauryn Hill or some shit. I just don't see myself just riding around bumping like Sweetie tap in. I just can't see if a guy would ride around bumping that.
Well, I mean, not Sweetie.
I'm gonna look at you sideways if you bumping there. Like, wait a minute, what the fuck?
I mean, hey, I would say some female artists do make music more geared for the ladies. Just like some male artists make music more geared for the men.
Right. Yeah, but sex sells though. Everybody know that though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you see yourself being one of those artists, like twerking artists? Like,
absolutely not. I'm not like that. I mean, if I'm having fun and playing around and being goofy, sure. But that ain't me. That's not the type of female I am. I mean, they definitely exist, and more power to them. That's just not me.
I feel like only female artists who do that, they ain't got shit else to rap about, so they gotta go to this. This is like their last resort.
I mean, I don't know. Some women just love their body and they love to show it off. I mean, for some people it is a distraction. I mean, it just, everybody has different motives. So that's the only thing I can say about that.
You ever had a man cry over you before?
Cry over me?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Like he ball down and cry in front of you?
Mm-hmm.
Why you crying over you?
Reasons.
Huh?
Reasons. Several.
If you want to explain, or just kind of too personal?
I don't want to put his business out there. I don't care.
You ain't got to tell me the name though. You just give me the details.
He'll know, and I don't want to put his business out there.
Like, how did you respond to that? Can you tell us how you responded to it?
I mean, now it depends on what kind of tears they are for me, because it's been a few times. Now, if it's crocodile tears, child, bye.
What do you consider crocodile tears?
Like if they fake crying or they lying and crying and all that stuff, boy, move. Get out my way. I don't want to hear that shit. Move. Yeah, or you do some dumb shit and you want to sit and cry about it afterwards because we done got it. Like, I don't want to hear that. But if it's something serious going on, then I'm gonna comfort you. Like if it's something happening, I'm gonna be there for you. I'm not like, I'm not gonna hold you like a baby unless you want to be held like a baby. Everybody reacts differently, and you never want to make you don't ever want a man to feel emasculated, especially when he's expressing his
Ain't nothing wrong with a man crying. It's okay to cry.
I mean, yes, that's absolutely right, but some men aren't okay with that.
Like, they ain't really secure. I don't feel like they're secure. They can't cry.
I don't feel like it's secure. I mean,
real men cry. In
a sense, yes and no. I just feel like it's just the way we've raised our kids, our sons.
That's toxic masculinity.
Yeah, absolutely.
You ever been in love with two guys at one time?
Not in love. No.
You believe in love?
Yes.
You believe in love?
Absolutely.
You ever been loved?
Yes, I have.
It feel like I'm pulling teeth, man. I feel like I'm pulling teeth right now, bro. She ain't gonna give me that, y'all. So you say you was like two guys. Did they know about this? Or it was kind of like your crushes or like your side piece? Like,
no, they knew about each other.
Man, that's player shit right there. That's some pimp shit right there. Damn. So like when you was with him, you would tell him like I might go see him, and they was already knowing about it, or like how you did this?
Yeah, they knew.
That boosted your ego a lot.
No. No. I was single. So it didn't boost my ego. I told him what it was. I'm a very upfront person. I'm very upfront.
What you told him?
I told him that I'm single. I'm going to do what I want to do.
So you told me you were going to see Rodney and them?
Mm-hmm. Not in them, but Rodney.
Rodney and them. On phone them. Okay. And he was cool with it? He was like cool?
I mean, he wasn't necessarily cool with that at first, but I mean, he got over it. He dealt with it for a little while until I
told him to deal with that shit.
I mean, no, I didn't tell him to deal with it. He dealt with it. That was his choice.
Now, you said, but do you keep the same energy when men are friends with you though?
Yes.
Kind of answer that kind of slow. Okay.
Because it's hard to accept.
How's it hard to accept though?
No, cause like me, if you tell me something like that, I'm gonna head out. I'm not gonna stick around.
Why?
Because I know myself. I got a temper. So if you okay with it, then that's you. But I'm not okay with it. So you do what you want to do. I can't control your actions.
But what if
you don't want to leave me alone, you don't have to.
But what if he tell you she's just a friend?
It depends on what that friendship is like.
They just got relations. From time to time.
I mean, it depends. Like I said, it depends. And it also depends on, the relationship that you have between that individual. Like y'all two personally and where y'all head is at. So it all depends. So if it looks a little too weird, I'm gonna step out.
You like the type to go through phones?
No, I don't do that.
I respect that. Respectfully. No. All right. You feel like relationships getting played out? You just kind of like, being single the way.
No, not at all. I don't feel like relationships are played out. I feel like everybody needs a companion.
A partner.
Yeah, a partner. Somebody to trust, to love unconditionally. Somebody to be their voice of reason. Because it's like, yeah, you can have your friends, but the relationship and friendship that you have with your partner isn't the same type of friendship that you have with your best friend. It's just they know a different level of personal with you. So not at all. I don't feel like relationships are played out. But I do think it is important to be single, to work on yourself, to, get out and work out whatever issues and problems that you have, or at least learn how to deal with them.
Right. How you working on yourself right now?
Me, doing my meditation, make sure I eat healthy, make sure I read, things like that, go for my walks. And whenever I do feel a way about something, I talk about it. I don't just hold it in. So
you communicate more.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You be releasing them. You be fighting demons sometimes.
I wouldn't say demons. I don't even like that terminology. Having to fight demons.
Fighting negative energy.
Within myself or like an outside source?
Either or.
I mean, I'm not one of those people who feels like, oh, it's somebody out to get me. But I do believe in people not necessarily wishing me the best. So yes, in a sense, I do. I just, of course, I always pray for my own protection from others around me, but also most importantly from myself, because I feel like we can be really hard on ourselves. Like somebody can say something to me and I'd be like, whatever. But if I say something to me, that shit gonna stick. Like I'm my worst critic. So
gotta pray to make it through the day, ain't
it? Sometimes.
Gotta pray to make it through the day. All right, this is the last one right here. Let's hit a quarter. Could you leave social media for your relationship?
Yeah.
So you'll delete all your social media and all that?
I'm not active on social media now. I mean, I'm more active because of what I do. But honestly, it was a point in time where I would get on social media just to scroll through pictures, but I can do that on like something else. I can do that online.
You're right. I don't really see you setting thirst traps and booty pics and all that. So
you might catch one every now and then, but nah.
You gotta flex occasionally sometimes, right?
Yeah, just occasionally, just go out for a little stroll.
Show them that you still got it.
Yeah, for the one time,
Just boost your ego, boost that female ego.
I mean, I wouldn't say boost the ego, but if you got it, flaunt it.
Show them what they're missing.
I mean, the shit, they might not be missing it at all. I don't know. I'm doing it for me. I'm not doing it for them.
Hey, man. Kill, I appreciate you having me by today, man.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Much love. Any shout outs or anything?
Definitely to the whole team. Fees, my manager Breeze, Nick, just all y'all, love y'all. My friend Kim finna hop on live with Killahcyn in a second. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. You be safe out here.
All right, you too. All right.